T. Padmapani from 2nd CSM. Now I am pursuing in Srinivas Ramanujan Institute of Technology under my database management system assignment. Today my topic is about nested queries in DBMS. First of all, introduction to nested queries. Nested queries, also known as subqueries, or subqueries are queries embedded within another SQL query. They allow for more complex data retrieval by enabling queries to be dependent on the results of other queries. Understanding nested queries is essential for efficient data manipulation and retrieval in databases. For example, from this query, select star from table name 1 where column name S equals to select column name S from table name 2. Here the outer query is select star from table name, and here the inner query is select column name S from table name 2. Structure of nested queries. A nested query is typically contained within parentheses and can appear in the select from or where clause. The outer query is executed after the inner query, and the results of the inner query affect the outer query. This hierarchical structure helps in breaking down complex queries into simpler, manageable pods. Types of nested queries. There are mainly two types of nested queries: single row subqueries and multi-row subqueries. First of all, what is single row subqueries? Single row subqueries return one row and can be used with comparison operators, while multi-row subqueries return multiple rows. Understanding these types helps in choosing the right approach based on the data requirement. Here is the example for this. Select star from passenger where number of departure in. Here this is the main query, and then coming to the subquery, select number of departure from departure where departure date. Here in single row subqueries we use only one line queries. Meanwhile in multi-row subqueries we use number of lines. Examples of nested queries. An example of a single row nested query is using a subquery in the where clause to filter results based on a single value. For instance, selecting employees who earn more than the average salary can be achieved through nested queries. Multi-row nested queries can be demonstrated by finding the customer's orders greater than a specific amount. Benefits of using nested queries. Nested queries provide a powerful way to perform complex data retrieval without the need for multiple joins. They can enhance readability and maintainability of the SQL code and organizing the query structure. Additionally, nested queries allows for dynamic filtering of data based on the condition defined in the inner query. What are the performance considerations in the nested queries? While nested queries offer flexibility, they can sometimes lead to performance issues, especially with large data sets. The execution plan may become complicated, causing slower query performance compared to flat queries. It is essential to analyze the efficiency of nested queries and consider alternatives like joins when necessary. We use joins in the nested queries. What are nested queries? A subquery or inner query or nested query is a query within another SQL query and embedded within the where clause. Nested queries versus joins. Now we are going to know about the difference between the nested queries and joins. Nested queries and joins are two approaches to fetching related data, but they serve different purposes. Joins are generally preferred for performance reasons when combining rows from multiple tables. However, nested queries can be more intuitive for specific conditions where data hierarchy is important. Block nested loop join. Worst case, black transfers B1 into B2 plus B3 equals to 100 into 400 plus 100 equals to 40,100. What is the best case? B2 plus B1 plus B2 is the best case in the block nested loop join. Best practices for nested queries. Use nested queries judiciously to avoid unnecessary complexity in SQL statements. Always test the performance of nested queries, especially with large data sets, to ensure they meet efficiency requirements. Commenting and structuring nested queries will improve code readability and help others understand the logic. Common use cases. Nested queries are frequently used in reporting scenarios to filter results based on aggregated data. In nested queries, we use aggregate functions also. They are also useful in applications where user inputs determine the conditions for data extraction. Business intelligence tools often leverage nested queries for dynamic and customizable reporting features. Here is the example. When we give the query parser and it can process and translates, then it gives relational algebra expression, and then it static and it compile and gives the statics about the data, and it will give output. Conclusion. Nested queries are a valuable feature in SQL that allows for complex data retrieval scenarios. Understanding their structures, types, and best practices can significantly enhance one's ability to interact with databases. As data complexity continues to grow, mastering nested queries will be crucial for effective database management system. Nested queries in SQL exist. Find all customers who have accounts at all branches in Brooklyn. Select distinct CNAME from depositor as S. Where not exists, select BNAME from branch where BCT equals to BKIN. Except select BNAME from depositor as T1 account where T account number equals to R account number or SC name equals to TC name. Inner query in this branches in Brooklyn. Thank you for giving this opportunity.